Welcome to the Screw Her Mind podcast, the only show dedicated to finding real solutions to dealing with today's overly masculine women. How do you like that?
That's good.
I like that. That's what their problem is. There's not enough masculine men out there, and other than the three in this room, and they don't have a choice. And guys like us are dealing with it, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But anyway, my guests today, my buddy Thomas Lair, my buddy John Gwynn. We're going to talk about in this episode a term. John coined a term, in my mind anyway. Standing in our power. I wrote a chapter on this. We're going to go over it, and it's in the program. You know, what's so interesting about that night, when you said that to me.
We were chopping it up.
Damn, it made so much sense. And it applied to everything. It just encapsulated. And I want to get this in. I've only heard one other person say that. You said it. I started writing, and then I'm going to call him my friend Xander Fryer, who... High Impact Coaching, I'll give him a plug. Maybe he'll see this one day. But we are having a virtual. He helped me build this program in the beginning. He helped me launch it. The dude's legit, and we're just talking over the damn computer, and he said it.
That's really cool.
It was really cool because I admire him and what he's doing, and everything that those guys are doing over there is top notch. So that made me feel even better about what we had said. So let's get into it. What did you want to introduce yourself at all?
Yeah, I'm John Gwynn.
Okay.
Let's dive into this because I've thought about it a lot. Standing in your power, standing in our power.
Right.
I've reflected on that, and to me, that means remembering who the fuck you are and who you were before someone broke you or someone trampled across your boundaries. To me, it means, especially as a man, getting some alone time in, solitude. I think in our society we've got a group of people that, I think most of us, monkey branch from a relationship to relationship. Mm-hmm. Too fast. We don't stand in the weight of our shit and just sit there on the edge of our bed, get alone, figure out who we are, what our boundaries are, and what we bring to the table. Most people are just spinning in this constant vicious circle. And so it's funny when I said that to you that night, we were chopping it up over our frustration in relationships, and that just kind of organically popped out of my mouth, and I could tell it resonated, and here we are a few months later with a pretty cool friendship.
I'm fucking excited. So excited to have you guys here.
Thank you.
For real.
We've got a dating crisis. We got to fix it.
Seriously.
Bro, this is so much bigger than just a dating crisis.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. It goes all the way up. The mission is reducing the number of fatherless children because it's so fucked, and the country is so fucked. But I'm just happy to have y'all here. I've been saying it for a long time. These conversations are gold because I don't have them with anybody, and I talk to a lot of them. You've seen me, shit. Both of y'all have seen me bouncing around the dam. It don't matter where we go. Hell, I'm making friends. And these conversations don't happen very often at all.
Not enough.
But, the effects of not having them, they're everywhere. They're all around us.
Yeah. You see it every day.
You see it all over the place.
Yeah, there's broken people just wandering around clueless of how to bond to somebody.
So I want to interject what he said. I'm going to let you speak. Most people, and that's why masculinity in the program is 3 chapters. It's identify masculinity. The fuck does that even mean? Mm-hmm. You hear a lot of people talking about it. No one defines it. I have a process to define who you are as a man. That's one of the chapters. It's, okay, Now you define it. Become it. How do you become it? What are the steps you take to become this person that you've identified? To become the man you were fucking born to be.
Yeah.
Okay? we're not trying to make a bunch of fucking Hercules. Everybody was born with balls and they got them. And if they will lean into that shit, they will be what the world needs. And then the other chapter is maintaining masculinity, which leans on standing in your power.
Yep.
So maintaining it, not allowing yourself to get out of character, which we spend a lot about manipulation, which
Yeah.
is me and Thomas were talking about.
Well, that goes back to, when someone breaks you or they trample on your boundaries, right?
Right.
And I've been there. I won't go back there. But that is not a good place to be. And, to your point earlier, I think we got to fix the broken masculinity that's kind of posing itself out there, because I don't think women really know what to do with. It's hard for them to recognize true masculinity, and let's just say these douchebags are out there running around on Hot Boy Summer. There's a big difference.
There is.
So I think we need to unmuddy the waters and make it clear.
Fine. What do you think?
I think it's a deeper issue than just, to touch on what he said, the fuck boys and all this. The whole system is rigged against the masculine man. I mean, you look at it, testosterone levels 50 years ago were double what they are now. I mean, my younger brother he's 21 and he's having to take testosterone replacement therapy already, and it's a very common thing between boys at that age, and it's in the food that you eat. It's in the food you eat. It's in your daily activities. They are slowly starting to transition away from the things that men do every day to make them a man, whether that be going to the gym, whether that be eating, like they try to push out all of these dietary recommendations to get away from red meat and protein and they want you to go vegan, and they want to pump you full of soy, which increases your estrogen. I mean, they are just trying to take away the man, because the man is the one that will stand up when things are wrong, and they will tell you straight to your fucking face.
So we could easily turn this political and talk about
the
new world order.
Well,
You're right. I hear you. I hear everything you're saying.
But that's why women can't distinguish between a man and a boy, or whatever you want to call
True
it.
masculinity. Honorable masculinity.
Yeah. So they weren't raised around it, because the men aren't in the home. The dad's not there. Right?
Yeah, those are facts.
So they don't know the fucking difference between a roid head. And so I'll say it like this. How does a woman know the difference between assertiveness, which there's nothing wrong with a man being assertive and taking a hold. We need more of that shit. How does a woman know the difference between assertiveness and aggression, which I can be assertive as hell and keep my pulse steady. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men can't fucking do that shit. And they don't see, a woman can't see the difference.
They're mixing in their emotions with their masculinity, and you got to keep that in check.
And assertiveness is telling someone something that they may not necessarily want to hear, but you're still respecting them.
Right.
That's the key difference there. Is there respect or is there disrespect? And
that's what we do.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. We get in little arguments and shit, but it's just like, it's assertive. It has to happen. You know? I wanted to call this episode, I forgot, Proverbs 27:17, which is iron sharpens iron. Right? Mm-hmm. Where's the iron at?
Well, that's why this is so crucial.
It's fucking crucial.
We got to build a squad and
push this shit out. Spread the word.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm not going to rest. I'm glad y'all are here, and that's what we're doing. So back to standing in our power, as it pertains to a relationship, because you know who I talk to the most are nice guys.
Yeah.
All right. So the three of us, I'm telling you, we can all crack skulls. If I was going to go crack skulls, it would be you two motherfuckers right here next to me. One on you, one on you. But when women come around, we're fucking nice guys, man. It's in our...
Don't want to hurt some feelings.
Kindness and nice are a little different, and I think again it's blurred.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think the
is.
true masculine has a kind heart. But
Yeah, it
that's
should.
the cool part is the pendulum swings far both ways.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So by being overly kind or being a nice guy and never being manipulated to the level that I had been previously until you were recently, and maybe to where you just standing in our power is saying...
That's how you keep the woman.
Yeah.
The second she knows she can cross your boundary and trample on it, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
screwed.
You're fucked.
Yeah,
Because the
totally.
respect is gone, and then you stop trusting in yourself because you said, here's a boundary, and then you let it slide. So
That tells that
she lose faith in you, and you lose faith in you. It's a lose-lose situation.
I'm gonna say two things. You're right, but so standing in your power after you told me that, I'm not gonna take a shot at you or anything.
Take a shot, man.
No, I'm not gonna take a shot at you because what I'm gonna say next is even worse about me, about me. But it's hard. Their fucking pull is so powerful. It's insane how they can just break you, just make you feel so weak. Thomas was talking about the more you fuck, the weaker you feel, and
the more you bust a nut. Oh yeah, dude.
You're just
I mean,
gone.
okay, like call it what it is.
But how is that fair? We bust a nut and we want to take a nap, and they're a lot of
Yes!
times they're like, right,
I'm gonna go.
That is
yeah.
some bullshit right there.
Yeah, dude.
But so standing in your power, so you told me that we had that conversation, and then a couple weeks later, you were talking about your ex, and at that time, it was still you were kind of on the fence with things, and we said she was coming back around, and I repeated your words back to you, stand in your power, and I was like, I know she's bad news for you, but if you want to see her, do it on your terms. I don't know if you remember that conversation. I was like, okay, if you want to see her, do it on your terms. Don't simp and cave, which is so easy when someone you love is saying, hey, baby, come home, and you've been out roaming and looking and wishing and wanting and wondering, then here's this comfort. And I was just like...
That's standing in your power.
Stand in your power.
That's right.
And say, okay, all right, you want to see her, I understand, but don't go back to that same shit. Make her ass come out. You know, you're going to take her out. You're going to treat her this kind of way, and she see how she responds.
and then you're
Never
just gonna,
happened.
and then you're gonna take.
And
I
you-
stood in my power.
What happened? Did you tell her to come out?
No, I didn't do anything.
You didn't even respond.
I didn't talk to her.
Mine still calls me.
Does she?
I haven't had a single I haven't called her, texted her, nothing. And I still Memorial Day called me 8 times.
Yeah.
And texted me, and I'm just no,
I'll tell you how
I'm
powerful.
not doing it.
Before I said all that, how powerful their pull is. And this is almost, I didn't even touch on it earlier, but the other day I'm on TikTok, which I'm never on fucking TikTok. You know why I got TikTok? I mean,
Probably because I send you TikToks all the time.
I don't ever look at y'all stuff y'all send me.
Well, you need to get on.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Well, fuck, I'm like, I need to start looking at it. But I got TikTok for my own weakness, my own vulnerability for you motherfuckers right now. It's the only place where I'd still kind of seen my ex. It was on TikTok.
Like you actually saw her there. Like, I mean, you
Well,
would
I
see
never
her
really
post
used
stuff,
it, but
or you
we're
would
not-
see things that would remind you of her.
No, she was on there.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't really know how to use it. I don't know if we were friends. I barely
Man,
used the son
at
of
the
a
end of the
bitch.
day, they're all pretty much the same fucking app. I mean, one's got a lot of videos and the other has more words than
Yeah.
videos. It's
Yeah, this shit's going to start going all over. I'm going to have to learn how to use it. But so I go out there. I don't know what it was. I was going through my phone. There was a moment. It was 4 years ago. And I was going through my phone, I was looking for something else, and there she was on my phone. And I was like, I remembered that moment. It was the height of our relationship. And there was a couple pictures still in there, and I was like, I shook my head, and I was like, fuck, I remember that time. So then I was like, TikTok, let me see what she's doing. I saw her out there.
Did you click on her profile?
Yeah, I clicked on her profile.
All right. Well, she knows you did that. I just, just
I
so
don't
you know
fucking
that.
care.
All right. Well,
It's all she can do not to call me right now.
yeah.
I mean, she wanted to talk. It doesn't make any difference. I mean, I don't care. She's not even the same person she was back in that picture that I'm talking about. She's a completely different person. That was years ago. We've even tried to talk, and it just doesn't fucking work. I'm not the same person. She's not. We just got done talking about manipulation.
Oh, yeah.
Her fucking tongue is split like this, bro. Like it.
What's crazy?
No, I didn't even get to it.
Well, come on, then.
But I just said her tongue is split like this. Like, I opened her TikTok, my fucking knees got weak, and my stomach went like this. And I hadn't seen her in over a year. It's fucking powerful, dude. That's what
honesty.
That's how much power that I don't know. That's what it does to me. Like when you are in love. Fuck, and we're talking about standing in our power and how easy it is to cave. It's been a year and a half.
Yeah.
And I saw that shit, and it just went like.
Michael, you know what's crazy is, and I'm speaking about myself here too, is you get bits and pieces of people. And for myself, I was stuck on an idea of loving someone, an era, a certain month of their personality and who they were.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what I wanted. That's who I want. But unfortunately, they become something else. And you're left with a decision. I want this, but I'm getting this. And I'm most likely not going to get what I loved. Yeah. So, the pull is strong, and it's...
You either grow together or you grow apart. I mean, there is no if in between. I mean, it's... You're either a team and you want to help each other and you feed each other, you nourish one another. Like the saying, the grass isn't greener on the other side of the grass is greener where you water it. If you two are both pouring into one another and you want to see that your partner grow, and vice versa.
So back to manipulation and evil, that's what we think, that's what you think, that's what good men think, growing together.
Yeah.
Manipulative narcissists, they don't give a fuck about growing with you, bro.
No, they don't.
They want what they want.
Instant gratification.
Yeah.
Instant gratification.
Instant
and what are you doing for me? What are you doing for me? Oh, wait, you're not doing for me what I want.
And if it benefits you, great. And if not, well, that's your problem. I mean, that's how they think.
And that's horseshit, man. And I don't know where that came from. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Childhood, something. I mean, that's where most everyone gets all their issues is something in childhood, man.
Because social media is the devil.
That too.
I agree.
Social media is horrible.
Fucking Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what sucks? Oh, I want to get into this. So, while y'all are here, the fucking Instagram. I mean, I wish these women were watching this shit, bro. Like, you see these women they spend so much time talking to their phone. Like, what kind of life is that? They're talking to their phone, and I feel sorry for them, first of all. And the hotter they are, the more they're on it.
Oh, dude.
All right, hold on. Let me get to this. We only got 5 minutes. Let me get. And they're doing that. And you see those people like, would you rather have Instagram or a boyfriend? And they say
yes.
And they say Instagram, and it's like
99%.
So what's that? So listen. So they're doing that for the likes and the attention.
Yes.
Okay. If those fucking women would look at the guys that are liking their shit. They're not going to date those men.
Never. No.
They are not dating those guys.
They see the little heart icon come up, and in their brain, it's a...
Those men have nothing to offer. Why are they in love with...
Instant gratification.
It's... Okay, so part of our broken society is, and I think men fall into this trap too, but not quite at the same level. They're addicted to attention.
Lack of self-confidence and need for external validation. That's what it is.
But from
it's attention.
who? But from
Everyone.
It doesn't matter.
Anything.
It's a dopamine hit every time they get a like. Or let's say there's a cute guy that they're hoping hearts their picture. Then one day he does, and they get this
That's
sensational. I mean, I think
They'll
we all
post a
fall
But
picture.
people like y'all shit. What do y'all do? Y'all go look at it, right? Who was that person? You're like,
No,
not very. I mean,
no, I
y'all
don't.
never look at it?
No.
of course, a couple times a day.
Like I'll
I mean,
scroll, you can scroll through and count the likes and stuff, but I'm not going through each name to see if
Well,
one
I'm not going to go
individual.
through each fucking
No.
name, but
And the thing is, like that girl, she'll post a picture and receive 1,000 likes, and she is only wanting one dude to like
or
it.
a handful. And
Or
they-
or their little pool that they have a roster. Everybody's got this like top 5 roster that they want, and a lot of the times the guys that they want won't even like the picture.
Well, that's right.
I don't.
I can't do it.
I want you to say, fuck, we've only got 3 minutes. I want you to say something about how men are contributing to the problem because we're touching, not standing in their power, by being weak, by following and providing attention, right?
That's 100% right. Men, the kind of a natural response is, especially if you have a good heart, which again bleeds into masculinity, you're probably gonna overinvest.
Oh yeah.
Overinvest in them in not just money, but a lot of ways. Instead of taking your time and finding out what they're really about. In the first, I would say, 4 to 6 months, again, you just get little snippets of who they are. But after that 6-month mark, that's when shit kind of hits the fan. You figure out who's who, what's what. But yeah, men, I don't even know.
They'll become so infatuated with this one chick, and
Who?
A man will.
man.
A man will. A nice guy will.
Oh, yeah.
And they will put them on a pedestal. And the saying goes, if you treat them like a celebrity, well, they're going to treat you like a fan.
Yeah.
And that's to the core. And then the guy comes back and he gets his feelings hurt because he feels like he was just doing what he thought she wanted him to do.
We've
in the
been
first
taught
place.
that they're the prize,
Yeah,
right? And so
they're-
you're overinvesting.
I'll tell you when I learned that how evil women are is I didn't even get to my poker story and the men and the men at the poker table sugar daddy shit like, and these women anyway. So I used to believe that everything good came from women and everything evil came from men. I don't know. That's what I fucking thought.
Dude, that's in a natural state. That's I wouldn't say men were evil, but most of the good things did come from women.
Yeah,
and
I mean, a lot of good things came from men too, but yeah, you're right. A lot of evil things transpired between men.
We built a society; they nurtured it. I mean, it's
Yeah,
and
what's up? So what's up?
war. That's
Right.
Men are,
right.
yeah.
I used to believe that wholeheartedly until, there's lots of shit. But, when I first started.
it's our fault, though.
yeah.
It's our fault.
Tell me why I believe it's our fault, too. but you tell me why.
We created the monster, and I think it started with what we looked at. For example, porn,
Yeah.
or the swimsuit models.
Yeah.
Our eyes were fixed on those things, and women notice what we're looking at, and so they're naturally going to compete,
Mhm.
and they're going to start looking like them, right? And so, I'm not saying all women are like this. Let me make that disclaimer, but I think we created the little monsters, in this broken dating cycle to a certain degree with, their
Setting
need for
false
attention,
expectations.
their looks. I mean, everything is 10. I mean,
I got a whole nother episode on how we got where we're at.
Okay.
But I believe you're right, and I do believe that it's men's
yeah.
fault. I believe men have failed women, and I've seen it, and I grew up around it. And,
Yep.
And the fix, I don't know what the fix is,
There's a lot of things that need to be
but
fixed.
and I don't see anybody trying to fix it except these 3 right now.
Yeah, you see a lot of female bashing.
You see that.
But you don't, there's, all this shit going on TikTok and, the talking heads that are really popular right now. You see a lot of that kind of bashing, and that, there's a small place for that. But if we're going to fix it, we got to step up.
So that's what
again.
that's what I'm saying is different. between the Andrew Tates, the Michael Sartains, and the other shit who are all these people out there talking, the guys that bring on the 20-year-olds.
Right.
And make fun of them for being 20-year-old girls.
And having hot girl summers. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, so what I want to do is, you're doing a good job, Andrew Tate, of recognizing the problem. What the fuck are you going to do about it, man? You're not offering any solutions. Is anybody offering? That's what the book is. That's what the program is.
They're quick fixes, but.
He's just posting video content for people to listen to, whereas yours is more of a structured program, a step-by-step process as to how to slowly reprogram yourself as a man in the direction that you need to go in to have this life that will not.
That's what we're doing.
That's why I got you here. He woke up. That's some good shit right there.
That's so. Those guys are all right. Not trying to bash them too much, or whatever. But it's like, what are y'all gonna do about it? Anybody can complain. When I was in management, I'm like, you guys stop bitching, unless you come with a solution too. You can bitch all you want if you have at least. I don't care if it's a crappy ass solution that's never gonna work. If you're gonna come with a complaint, give me something too. Also, so. That's the difference between what we're doing here today and what everybody else is doing is, shit, I got a book that fat full of these fucking solutions that are going to help some people.
You got to be the man you want to be to get the result of a relationship that you want. It's that simple.
Yeah.
And we got to, fix a few things that are our fault and stand in our power. Take it like a man.
That's right. Stand in our power. You say that all the time, standing in our shit, dealing with it.
Standing on the weight of it. Like everyone's got their shit, but very few people just literally grip their struggles and their problems and think about it. Own it, dude. And what you did. And
if you can't distinguish between a success and a failure, then you're never going to get into the direction of success. If you don't know what a failure looks like, and you don't categorize it as that, then you're just wasting time.
The problem is, and that's what we're doing here. I'm gonna keep saying it. They don't want to recognize it because they don't see a solution. We all these fucking men got balls. We're all born with it. It's all in their blood. I swear to God. The only time, if you give a man a solution and an out and a little bit of confidence and make him believe in himself, he's going to fucking do something about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Both of y'all just said it. But, so the guys that aren't doing anything about it, they just don't know what to do.
They don't want to deal with it.
So give me some weed.
On the weight.
Give me a shot. Give me some nasty pussy down the street, and let me just forget about this for a while.
Yeah.
And kick the can. So I'll kick the can.
And then rinse and repeat that cycle.
Yeah. Right.
And that's the brokenness that we see.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna fix this shit. So we got to wrap this deal up. That was standing in our power. This was Proverbs 27:17 with my boys here, and. Hope to see you guys again soon. Some more earth-shattering changes and fix this problem.